Good morning, class. How are you guys doing? How have you been? Hope you're all fine and you're studying. As I always say, I always remind you to study, to read your books, to work hard, so your parents will be proud of you. So, last class we were looking at nouns, collective nouns precisely. So, what did we say collective nouns are? What did we say collective nouns are? We said collective nouns are a group of people or things working together and represented in one word, represented or considered as one, using just one word to call or to name all of them. We took examples like a class, a group of people, an audience. In a class, there are many people, but we use just the word class to name all the various people in that group called class. So a collective noun is used to name a group of things or a group of people in a set or working together as one group. We also saw the example of an audience. An audience is made up of many people. An audience is a group of people maybe watching a football match, watching a stage play, or watching a concert. So, there are very many people at the background watching the football, the concert, or whatever are referred to as an audience. So that is why you saw examples like the class is going on a field trip. So we wouldn't say the class are going on a field trip when we are talking about just one class. We looked at the example that if your class, say you are in Form 2, if the Form 2 students are going on a field trip, we will say my class is going on a field trip. We will not say my class are going on a field trip because Form 2 is just one class in the whole school set. So, we also say collective noun takes singular verbs. That is why you will say my class is and not my class are. So we said when members in this noun, in this collective noun, are acting as individuals, we will bring in a plural verb. That when the members of the group are acting individually, working differently, then we will say some of the members of the audience are happy, or some of my classmates are going on a field trip. So then we are not talking about everybody in the group. We bring in a plural verb because then the group is divided and there are a lot of subsets in the group. So then we are not talking about everybody in the group, but then different people. So then a plural verbs comes in. We also saw examples like the choir. The choir is having a concert this night. So we also saw collective nouns for people and collective nouns for animals. We saw collective nouns for animals like we saw a troop of monkey, a mob of kangaroo, and we saw collective nouns for people like a group of friends, a batch of graduating students, a jury. So then, today we are going to look at another important aspect of the English language. So today we will be looking at habitual past tense. So far we've talked about past tenses. I want to draw your memory back to the lesson on the simple past tenses. What did we say the past tenses? What did we say a past tense is? We said past tenses are words that describe or that are used to refer to the activities that happened in the past. Maybe the past could be in yesterday, a few minutes ago, some months back, some years back. But now we are talking about habitual past tense. What is a habitual past tense? Or when they say something is habitual, what is the meaning of the word habitual? You see, it is derived from the word habit. So it's an adverb form from the word habit. What is habitual? Okay. When we talk of habits, habitual, it simply refers to the things we love to do, to the things we always like doing, to the things that are part of us. At times you hear your friends saying that, at times you will just say to your friend that you like singing, and the friend will be like, yes, it's my habit to sing. It could be a habit, or better still a hobby, but yet we are not really talking about hobbies, we are talking about habits. The things that are part and parcel of us. So when you want to talk about the things you are fond of doing, or the things you were fond of doing in the past, which words do you use? Do you say, in the past I always like to play football? Or do you say, in the past I always played football? Or do you say, in the past I liked to play when you're talking about your habits, your old habits, the things you usually loved to do in the past, which words do you use? So we will be looking at habitual past tenses using the words used to, usually, and would. So we said habitual past tenses. These words, habitual past tenses, are used to refer to the things we were fond of doing in the past. So, as you can see, habitual past tenses are used to refer to the things we were fond of doing in the past. We could still find fun doing those things now, or maybe we no longer do them, or maybe we don't do them as often as we usually do them in the past. So, looking at the words above, used to, usually, and would. When you say used to, you're used to doing something. It means you do it often. You only get used to doing something when you do it often, when you take it to be a habit or a hobby. So when you say usually, is almost the same. It always happens. It happens like all the time. It happens like every day. It happens like many times in a day. And just like the word would. So then study the passage below and carefully take notes of the highlighted words. When I was younger, my dad usually take me to the ice cream shop every Sunday. He would also take me to the children's park every Saturday. But I never got used to playing on the swing because I was afraid of falling. Okay, look at the passage above. When I was younger, my dad usually take me to the ice cream shop every Sunday. He would also take me to the children's park every Saturday, but I never got used to playing on the swing because I was afraid of falling. So these words in this passage, it shows that the speaker is talking about the things she usually loved doing when she was younger. So she said when she was younger, maybe now she's a Form 2 girl and she thinks she's a big girl already. So her dad no longer takes her to the ice cream shop because he says when she was younger, her dad usually take her to the ice cream shop every Sunday. So now she no longer goes to the ice cream shop every Sunday, but maybe if her father wants to take her out, maybe to be once in a month or maybe even once in many months. But she remembers that when she was younger, every Sunday. So it happened every Sunday. Every Sunday, her father usually take her to the ice cream shop. So she was used to going to the ice cream shop every Sunday. And then on Saturdays, her father would also take her to the children's park. So she knew she would go to the children's park every Saturday, and on Sunday she goes to the ice cream shop. But why at the children's park on Saturdays, she never got used to playing on the swing because she was afraid of falling. She never got used to. So she always went to the children's park, but maybe she was used to playing maybe on the cars, in the cars, or playing ball with her friends, but she never got used to playing on the swing because she was afraid of falling. Also, listen to this other passage. When I was a boy, I used to catch big fish in this lake. I would throw a net in and be sure to catch 3 or 4 fish at a time. I usually rested on the rock beside the lake before going back home. So as you have noticed from the small text above, we can describe habits and routines or regular activities which took place in the past, but now using used to plus the base form of the word, would plus the base form or usually. I also draw your attention to the fact that the word used to could either be used as a word or a habitual past tense. So do not be confused to use the base form as we see in the sentence above. We used to plus the infinitive as used in the sentence. Nets are used to catch fish, and to say I used to play on the swing. So the word used to could either be used as pen. A pen is used to write. When you say a pen is used to write, it doesn't mean the same thing as I used to play football when I was younger. So, make sure not to be confused between the two types of used to. That is, the used to plus the base form, which is used to describe a habitual past tense, and the used to plus the infinitive form, which is used to represent the function of something, like a pen is used to write, a plate is used to eat. So far in this lesson we'll be looking at habitual past tenses. And we said habitual past tenses are words used to talk about the things we were fond of doing in the past, the things we always loved doing in the past, and we talk about these habitual past tenses using words like used to, usually, and would. So now, used to, would, and usually to fill in the blank spaces in the sentences below. So you either use used to, would, or usually where it will best fit. And we'll continue our class from this assignment next week. So our next class, we start by the correction of this assignment. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.